Hope you guys like amusement parks, because this episode is a roller coaster. Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends, episode 64 for the week of August 10th, 2018. I'm your host, as always, Anthony Palm. With me, as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
And the Brooklyn bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
Wasn't it weird in the Red Dead 2 trailer when they just zoomed in on the horse's penis for about 30 seconds and there was no music and like no dialogue?
So we're showing off the physics, bro. You know?
So that's why I wasn't sure why they did that.
Full disclosure, we're recording this week's episode
well.
on Wednesday, and the gameplay trailer is Thursday, so we're not going to be able to talk about that till next week, unfortunately.
And then in the Doom 2 trailer, when they started just showing Satan's butthole,
and Doom Guy's nutsack was just hanging.
Those physics, bro. It's all about physics now.
Yeah, so we're sadly missing out on those two trailers, but just heads up, we're recording back in time.
So we also have an announcement to make this week. We are partnering with our podcast hosting service, Anchor.fm. So we're doing a new program with them called Listener Support. So you guys can actually essentially tip us. It's a new feature, kind of like a tip jar, where if you like what you're listening to, you can throw us a couple bucks on there. We are still on Patreon. That is more of a hard, dedicated kind of backing program that we're doing for anyone that, definitely wants to give us, a specific amount of money per month. But with Anchor, it's really cool because if you're like, oh, I really like that episode, let me throw them a buck or a couple bucks. I believe you can do up to $10 a month. So if you want to check that out, that would be greatly appreciated. We're really happy with our podcasting hosts at Anchor.fm, and you can check us out specifically at Anchor.fm/PSBestFriends. They're doing some really cool stuff just in general. And we really appreciate Anchor and all the updates that they've done to their service since we've jumped to them. And we're really enjoying our time. So check them out. If you wouldn't mind, throw us a couple bucks. If not, this podcast will always be free, as it was even when we launched our Patreon. But yeah, check that out. Otherwise, this week, we're talking about a bunch of stuff. We're not talking about Red Dead, unfortunately. Again, we're not going to be able to see that yet. But we do have a lot of Black Ops 4 beta week 1 impressions. That was really a roller coaster for me. So we'll get to that in a minute. We're also talking a little bit about some BioWare stuff. There's a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news.
A lot
that
of
dropped
fighting game
today.
news. Yeah, Evo. We'll talk about that later. Evo happened last week.
There is a little bit of controversy going around between Madden 19 as well as a story that broke on IGN, which we'll get to later. I do want to treat that with, the seriousness that situation deserves. So we'll get to that later. If you're not familiar, there was,
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
would it be a week of gaming news without some controversies? All right, we at least need to.
So yeah, before we really jump into that stuff, though, what have you guys been playing outside of course, the Black Ops 4 beta? We'll start with that after our normal. What have we been playing stuff?
Yeah, so now I've been playing a little more Sonic Mania on the train rides. Shout outs to the worst parts of Sonic when
all of it.
When you're like in an area and like you're supposed to be going super fast, but like you hit the analog stick the wrong way, and now like you're super slow and you're like, oh, now I got to speed up and do that. But otherwise, I'm enjoying it. I got to play as the other characters, which are really cool. Besides that, more Destiny. I'm really enjoying Solstice of Heroes, their new limited time event, their monthly, new loot grind or whatever. All the grind and all the loot and all the objectives are very specific, and I think that's a good way to do it. Actually, instead of leaving it up to RNG, it's like they're telling me what to do to get it, and so I'm doing it. Really enjoying that. And then, not really. And then a bunch of Black Ops 4 that weekend. But what about you guys?
Miguel, what have you been playing?
I forgot to mention last week that I tried the beta for NHL 19.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that. Was that a timed beta, or is that just it was a beta, not a demo?
It was an actual beta.
They were just weird for a
testing
sports game.
Not really. They were.
Oh, they were doing.
They haven't been known
servers.
for the multiplayer servers, so they've been a little wonky. So
That's
it was pretty much just that. I had fun with it. It was like 3v3 and just like fucking around, scoring and whatever, playing some defense, tackling people, and
overtime, regular season overtime rules.
Yeah, I guess it was fun. I enjoyed that. I don't see myself buying the game thanks to EA Access. Talking about EA Access, I downloaded Madden 19. 10-hour free trial. That's pretty much usually what I play on Madden. So I'm trying that. Yeah, trying that. I tried the Ultimate Team thing for a bit. I've never been big on that. I tried it a little bit. I'm like, I bounced.
It's definitely not something you could just dip your toe in. You kind of have to go full on.
Yeah,
with
plus
it, you know what I mean?
like getting players from cards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
It's such an investment.
Oh yeah.
Do either of you guys
and-
do you guys do the FIFA Ultimate Team? And is
Nah,
that
I don't
built
do
to
that
the
neither.
My
same
best
way?
friend
Oh, you
Mike
do?
does FIFA Ultimate Team, and it's really set up better than Madden because you only need 11 players per match
it started
instead
with
of,
FIFA first, right?
filling. I don't remember what.
Or was it Madden?
I'm not learned enough in sports in EA sports games to know what it was in first, but I would believe you if you said FIFA was first. But I mean, FIFA, just by nature, it's only 11 players. On a starting squad, so it's less cards you need to be able to play. Because NFL, you got to worry about like guards and tackles and
Fucking
DNs,
the kicker, the
right?
punter.
You got to worry about special teams and all that. Yeah. So just by its nature, it's easier to kind of jump into. But I think that like just everything about FIFA Ultimate Team is better, but it's still designed to steal your money. And my friend Mike,
for sure.
who does our theme songs and stuff, that's his thing. Is he plays FIFA Ultimate Team, Rocket League, and sometimes I don't know. There's another game he plays. Sometimes I can't remember what it was. But yeah, and so Forza is the other game he plays, and even he admits like it's made to just steal your money, but then he does it every year anyways. So.
I mean, there's something that hooks people up, I guess.
Oh, exactly. Like that's like he just plays really just that, and then peppers in like some Rocket League.
Because it is fun to get your own team and then trying to get players and combinations.
Right,
and stuff like that.
he watches Premier League and keeps up with all the other like Bundesliga and all that. So he keeps up with like the team of the week cards where you have to do certain challenges to unlock the team of the week players for Ultimate Team. So he really gets into it. So it's his thing.
Like I said, I played a couple hours. Is it online franchise or just franchise mode? One of the two.
For
the franchise
Madden?
mode, yeah. I did.
It's like
comment
connected
to you guys,
franchise, right?
Something like that. And I couldn't find the option for to actually create my player and play as me instead of the long shot crap. That I don't know if it's good or not. I don't want to try that. I don't care.
Okay, you don't play it.
It's just pretty much a story thing, and
Did
I'm
you
like,
play it
I
last
really
year?
don't care. No,
Yeah.
really don't care about it.
I played the first hour of that, and from of the one last year. And from what I hear about this year, it's really just the same thing, just like majority cutscenes.
Yeah, I did the same thing with FIFA's The Journey with FIFA 17, which was the first year they did it, and I played like 2 hours of it, and I'm like, it's fine. It's just not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I played that. The game feels good. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if they changed stuff. Like the franchise mode, the actual like menus and stuff that you could do through it. There's a lot more since the last time I played. Meaning,
Which was one
that I own was 15, the last one.
Oh,
so it's been like what, 4 years?
There
3
wasn't
years, 4
even
years?
a 15. I thought it was 25.
It was 25. Yeah, I mean it's
yeah.
15 to me.
Well, because there was a FIFA 15
because it was that
same
year.
so.
Yeah.
Do you see significant changes at all, or?
I'm sure it looks better. I'm sure it plays better.
Well, they changed the Frostbite, and I do not like Frostbite at all for sports
You
games.
seem alright. I was throwing a bunch of picks with my character that I created. So I'm like,
well, because
it
he's probably
seems
like
accurate.
a 60 overall.
Yeah, probably. And I'm like, it looks accurate.
Could you put tattoos on your characters? Because they definitely added tattoos since 25, I think. I remember that being a big thing recently.
I didn't see the option, so I don't know.
You can, maybe.
And usually when they have those options, it's usually some random like genetic tattoos too. Just like nothing creative.
Yeah, it's like the
Which,
generic
like, what's the
tribal
point?
tattoos and shit.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It'd be cool if you could wear players' tattoos, put them on yours.
That'd be cool.
Well, that's
It's
the
already in the
issue with
game.
that, which was the issue in the first place, is that it's someone's artwork.
Ah,
You know what I mean? That was the issue
Very
originally
true.
with not having
True.
any at all. So
There's a
True.
good point. There is an artist.
Other than that, I want to get Dead Cells. I know, Anthony, you got it. You'll talk about it in a bit. I do want to get it. And I saw some gameplay for Guacamelee 2, which is coming, I think, in like 2 weeks. I am definitely buying that game. Day one.
it's not.
I played the first one and I loved it. Oh, I don't care.
I'm not
buying
saying that.
game.
I'm not saying that would be a reason for me to not buy it. It's
PS4.
just it's a bummer that it's not on Vita. Is that coming to Switch?
Ooh, good question.
I have
Because I
no
would probably
clue.
get it for Switch over PS4 just for portability.
Or
maybe
another
even Steam.
thing. which I thought it was funny.
PS4 and PC on August 21st.
Yeah, it's probably coming like a month or two later, probably to Switch.
Yeah.
Let me say something about Dead Cells.
Oh boy.
I want to get it. Like, it seems pretty cool and everything. The only thing I didn't like was that the day before it released, I saw the price and it was $20. And then the day when it came out, I was waiting for the reviews to see if it was good or not. Even though I kind of heard it was good because it was released on PC earlier. And
it was in early.
I was
access
about to get
PC.
it. Yeah,
it's still on sale on PC as of this recording because it's a week-long sale.
Yeah,
I like
and
it.
And I thought they were gonna do the same thing for the PlayStation. I have it for the first week for like $20, and they went back to 25. I'm like, fuck this.
Well, it did. I was gonna get it for Switch originally, and then that happened where it went back up to full price. But I was like, all right, well, it is on sale on Steam, so I'll just pick it up on there. So I like playing on the laptop.
I'll probably just pick it up there too. Play it with a controller.
Well, that's usually the case with those summer indie games where they do. I don't think they have like a Summer of Arcade this year, right, for PlayStation? Well, they have a different name for it, but like
last year it was like the Great Indoor Sale or something.
Yeah,
right?
They call it something. No, that's like the sales. They have like 6 games every week to different one, whatever.
But they usually have it on sale if you pre-order it.
Yeah, if you pre-order it.
Not the first week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like this one too. They had it for pre-ordering.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Dead Cells is like how they always do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I picked it up on
How
Steam.
is Dead Cells?
I'm playing it with an Xbox One controller because playing a game like that on mouse and keyboard would be maddening and unnecessary. I just use the Xbox One controller because it's truly wireless and I don't have to buy the fucking dongle for my DualShock 4.
Using that D-pad on the Xbox controller or using analog?
No, I'm using the D-pad. I love the D-pad on the Xbox One controller. I don't know why you don't like it. I think it's perfect. It's nice and clicky.
I don't know.
It's nice and clicky. I love it. I love the D-pad on the Xbox One. Before you, I had never even met anyone that preferred the DualShock D-pad to the Xbox One D-pad.
Nice.
But that's
it is better than the 360 one. So.
Oh, I mean, it's a trillion times better. I love this D-pad. I think it's nice and clicky. It's nice and accurate. I'm not knocking the DualShock 4. I wouldn't complain using that either. It's just I'm not buying a dongle for it, and this is just truly wireless Bluetooth. So I really like the game. It's really hard, which is...
Is it hard because the enemies are hard, or because you're trying to get used to it, though?
A little bit of both. The game is kind of meant for you to die a lot. So the cool thing about this game is that people want to say it's a Metroidvania game, and in a sense, it kind of is. Like the map, like the level designs and all that. That's kind of Metroidvania-esque. But the leveling system and the RPG like stuff, that's all roguelike. Roguelike, not roguelite. Where like, you know, all your upgrades are permanent, so every time you die, you still have the same amount of so like I upgraded my health flask, so that stays upgraded every time. But you lose any weapons you buy through the playthrough. Because you pick up gold as you're playing, and then you buy stuff in world while you're playing, and then if you die, you lose those weapons.
Quick question for you. Can you complete the level, or how do you like
get
out of the level?
Yeah, so there's like a doorway at the end. I can't get past the second level because there's a really hard boss at the end of the second level that I just keep dying to because you have to be okay. So in the game,
how many levels first?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Also, you don't.
I mean, I heard it's a pretty long game, but what?
So after each level, you're able to like save your character?
There's not, no. So anytime you die, it pretty much saves. There's not really like quote unquote levels. Like there's no.
So you pretty much go until you die, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Rogue Legacy in that sense. Okay. And as far as I can tell, the levels are. I think they're all procedurally generated.
Yeah, that's what they said about it.
And. Yeah. Like I noticed that every playthrough, I do notice like there's different things. Certain specific things will always be the same in each level. Like there's always a level. There's always a part in the second level that's always locked until you get a certain item. That's always there, but it's in a different place sometimes every time. So I do notice that there's always kind of different layouts and stuff, which is cool. But the thing I really like about it is the combat. This game feels to me like what I would imagine. Like it's like the love child of like Symphony of the Night and Rogue Legacy. I feel like, and the combat is so good and it's so tight and precise if you're good at it. And so like I'll be slashing a guy, and then I'll dodge roll through him, and then I'll turn around, I'll shoot him with the bow, I'll duck down.
You don't take damage when you like roll through people. Enemies,
so that's
right?
what I was kind of getting to with that boss fight that I was at. So it's kind of like Enter the Gungeon, where when you dodge roll, you can kind of like quote phase through stuff, which I don't think it's technically phasing, but it's like from a gameplay perspective, it's like you're phasing through it. So the boss that I'm stuck at, he shoots 2 arrows at once, and it's like it covers both hitboxes for like the size of your guys. So you can't duck under it; you have to physically jump over it or roll through it.
Okay.
But he shoots them at such a kind of like a interval where I roll through it, get like 1 slash on him, then I gotta roll through another one, get 1 more slash on him. If I try to shoot my bow, it takes too long to shoot the arrow. I gotta dodge again, and then he summons these little ads too, so like I can't even really laze him with arrows because then it's hitting the ads in front of him. So
you probably will have to like try different weapons to see which one's more effective.
There's a lot of cool different weapons in the game. There's a lot of different abilities. So like you can get traps, you can get grenades, you can get like I found like an ice grenade that freezes people. I found a couple different abilities where like you literally do like a freeze blast at someone. Nice. There's different shields, there's arrows, there's throwing knives, there's a bunch of different types of swords that do different types of damage.
And all that carries over each time you die?
The weapons don't. Okay, so you can unlock weapons so cells are basically the things that you collect to then redeem. So it's kind of like whatever the point, like experience points kind of, I guess. You can unlock weapons when you start the game with your cells. So you want to make sure you don't leave any cells unused, because you can apply them to upgrades even if it doesn't finish buying that upgrade. So like let's say like the health flask for instance, I think it was like 25 cells. Well, let's say you only have 4 cells on you. You can still cash in those 4 cells towards it, because if you die, you permanently lose those cells. So you want to cash in everything you have. What?
I'm reading one of the comments that Jake left. We'll read it in the
Facebook.com/groups/PS.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, so definitely check it out. It's definitely a hard game. I saw Colin Moriarty with CLS said that he thinks of it as like a 2D Dark Souls, or 2D, not Dark Souls, a 2D Bloodborne. I guess kind of the same. Which I get in a sense that you're kind of like you are playing the same level over and over again until you master it.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it is procedurally generated, but you get the feel. It's going to be the same enemy types in a level per se. So, I can kind of see where he's coming from, but that's not the game I would go to as like my first comparison.
It sounds awesome, and I'm loving these Rogue Legacy comparisons because I freaking loved Rogue Legacy.
I'm telling you, it's like the child of Rogue Legacy meets Symphony of the Night. Like the gameplay of Symphony of the Night, but with all the brilliance of like the upgrades and all that of Rogue Legacy.
Yeah, no, I think I'll definitely pick it up once.
So you do recommend it, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't have a lot of time in it. I think I'm like 3 or 4 hours in, but definitely, it's just off the bat. The gameplay alone is just it's super fun. It's like immediately I noticed how fun the game was.
You kind of know my taste on games. Do you recommend me buying it, giving it a try?
I mean, do you like 2D kind of?
I like 2D games. I don't like those. No. Like for example,
do you like Symphony of the Night?
I didn't try that. I never have. I always wanted to.
Get the PS1 Classic on Vita, bro.
I don't have to beat it anymore.
I would say recommend it. I think that this is one of the better of this type of game that has come out in the recent years. So I was thinking about getting Chasm, and I ended up going Dead Cells over Chasm just because it looked more like what I was looking for. Chasm kind of looks similar-ish. It definitely seems more detailed than what's the other game that came out recently? Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
Okay.
It seems like a kind of a more detailed version of Curse of the Moon. Is that which one is it?
Yeah, the new one.
Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. No, what was the 16-bit one? Or the 8-bit one? The one that is out now for like $8.
Unsure of the name, but
I don't remember. I get them confused.
That's what you compare it to.
People compare it to Hollow Knight. I sort of see the comparison to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight feels
I mean, you could draw
different.
Comparisons from all these games.
Yeah, like you can draw comparisons to Hollow Knight, but Hollow Knight to me is almost more like an Ori and the Blind Forest if it was like that's where I draw the Bloodborne comparison. It's like Ori and the Blind Forest meets Bloodborne is like Hollow Knight. Like that's how I would describe that.
Sounds good. So, and while you're listening to this, listeners, we're probably all playing Black Ops 4. So let's give you our thoughts on that.
The first week. The first
On the
week
first-
of the
yeah,
beta.
the
Real
first-
quick,
yeah.
before
As
we move on
mentioned
to
that-
that, I do want to give a shout out today. I got bored at work, and on my
Nudge
lunch break,
everywhere.
on my lunch break, I popped on Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty HD on my Vita.
Ooh.
Stole a couple dog tags on the
Where did you
tanker
start
chapter.
from?
I just started a fresh tanker
Okay,
save.
okay.
Popped a couple dog tags, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. It was just it was one of those weird cravings where I was just like, let me steal a bunch of dog tags from these guys.
I like Big Shell. Big Shell, that's what it's called, right? I'm not just...
Big Shell. That's the
Big Shell, yeah. I
plant.
like the Big
That's the
Shell
plant
part,
chapter.
right? Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if Big was the
I
first
like
one.
both. It was
I
just
like Big Shell
easier
better
to
than
just
Tanker.
jump into the tanker.
No,
I was just kind
I
of...
like how you could choose on that version. You could choose.
You could do
which one
well.
you
You
wanted
could
to
always do it. I mean, even on PS2. You could do
cool.
you could do tanker, plant, or tanker and plant.
Sounds awesome.
And then last thing, Boomsday Project is out on Hearthstone, and it is fucking awesome. If you're thinking about getting into Hearthstone, do it now. There's a card called Whizbang's Wonderful Decks. Something like that. I don't remember. I pulled a gold one. Basically, what it does, it's great for free-to-play players. Really great for anyone, but especially free-to-play players, because it gives you... so essentially, in Hearthstone, there are like pre-made deck recipes that the game gives you, like saying, like, hey, this is a build... this is like a deck build that you can make if you have the cards to make it. And what this card does is it's one single card you put in your deck, and then it gives you a random pre-made deck every game. So you could literally own just this card and have, I think it's 9 classes. So I think it's like 18 different like decks in the pool that you can just randomly play as every time. So it's really awesome. I pulled a gold one, which is fucking rad. It makes my whole entire deck gold cards, which is awesome. RNGesus kind of blessed me a little bit with my pack openings. I got some good cards. I got Dr. Boom and all that. So check out Hearthstone. It's fucking rad. Community's great. And yeah, that's it. Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4 first weekend beta. Everyone here has got to try it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. My initial impressions were actually a little more lukewarm than when I was playing at E3. Honestly, maybe it was just due to E3 hype, new game, all that, new setting. It's cool, but it didn't do anything. Which is funny to say because it really changed up everything, but it didn't do anything to really like stick out and like attract me. Like the whole class system is solid. I was kind of comparing it to
the what?
The operators.
The specialists. Yeah.
They're specialists now. I keep saying operators because I'm thinking Siege.
Well, that's another thing. So let me actually start off. I feel like these betas also last year. You could go back and listen to what we said World War II. They have to be clearer with what's new and what everything is. You only have 3 days to play this. You have a limited amount of time. It's a beta. Explain, and everything is different. It's a new game, of course. Explain that more, Back at the reveal event, they were talking about each gun having specific attachments and stuff and unique to that gun. I didn't see them.
Because you didn't
Maybe I didn't unlock them.
Much? I mean, it's gun.
Every gun I saw had the same rapid
How many guns
fire.
they used?
I got like up to like 3 attachments on like 4 guns, maybe.
Yeah, because each like. Let me give you an example. For example, like on the submachine guns, the first one and the second one, like had similar attachments, but like 1 or 2 were different. And when one of them had an extra grip, and if you attach both grips, like your reticle was really small, like you could head fire pretty much like a shotgun.
See, I saw that. I think it was the ICR. I saw that, but it wasn't letting me equip the second one.
You had to equip the first one and the second one. You can't equip just the second one.
No, but that's the thing is I had the first one equipped, and then I went to go equip the second one. Is it because I had too many attachments already equipped?
Probably.
Because I tried removing one and still adding it. I don't know. It was being weird. I'll try it again this weekend.
I mean,
weird.
that further goes. Like, I feel like it should definitely be clear.
It did have it.
No, I definitely agree because it took me literally the whole first on Friday. I was like, this game is fucking terrible. I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. I was thinking about deleting it.
You did say
I was like, this is a steaming
it.
pile of dog shit. I hated it on Friday. Saturday, I opened up to it, and I was like, all right, let me give this another shot. I think I was just in a shitty mood, and I think I had stuff going on. So Saturday, I gave it a real shot. And I ended up actually really enjoying it a lot. Like, once I kind of I was playing it for what it was instead of playing it because I have been playing a lot of World War II lately, and I kind of was coming into it with that kind of mindset as well. And on Friday and Saturday, I went into it more thinking along the lines of Black Ops 2 because that's kind of it feels like Black Ops 2, but with like Black Ops 3 kind of
especially
equipment
the graphic
and specialties and stuff.
Yeah, that was definitely another issue. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. But Miguel, what do you think? Gameplay changes.
All right. Daddy's gonna talk. I need a couple minutes. No, but for real, I went really open-minded. I did a video playing my first 2 games, and I struggle. I knew I was gonna struggle because it's not a typical COD game. It's just different. It's not a typical COD game.
Yeah. That's why I was so frustrated with it on my
That's
first
why, yeah, because when you said that, I asked you why, and you were like, oh, fucking movement and the guns and stuff like that, and I'm like, relax. And then we played together Saturday, and then you started having fun, especially when I told you
I was getting 19, 23,
and you were fucking
21
going
kills
off.
every match.
We were both going off. But it took me a while to get used to the new system. I was a little bit more open. Like, I tried to, into the betas, I tried to go open and see what's going on first, and then I'll make my decision.
And your impressions video was really good, too. I watched most of it. And I
try to stay neutral.
You did seem very neutral throughout, which I liked.
Yeah. And I was going to make a video at the end of this week because there's a lot of stuff that I hated. I like the game overall, but the bunny hopping, like every character seems like they're a basketball player. They could jump so fucking high.
Yeah, there was a lot of Fortnite jumping in it. That was really pissing both of us off.
It was annoying.
I think they addressed that. They said they are
yeah,
aware of that.
that's why I didn't make the video because they addressed a lot of the stuff that I was having problems with.
I know it's weird when it's Treyarch and not Sledgehammer. And they're like, we'll fix it.
The score streaks fucking sucked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
They suck in that they're just too weak, right?
They were weak. Yeah, they were weak. They said they were gonna buff them up. So hopefully
like
we'll see
UAV
the
is
second
fine.
beta.
It's a UAV, but
yeah, I mean, but like actual, like the fucking attack chopper, I got it a couple times and they didn't do anything. I
didn't get a single kill. I didn't get a single kill in my chopper.
The Mantis, dude. The
Which
Mantis.
one was that? What's that do?
The little like spider thingy. The robot.
And it's like a movable turret. Like
like it walks around. The motherfucker's right next to enemies, and it wasn't doing anything.
I saw a dog flying. I shit you not.
Well, that dog, that's what Nomad's ability.
Yeah.
They nerfed the fuck out of it because it was broken as shit on the first day.
It was a beast. It was a beast, and they
straight
just
up,
clipped his nuts off.
He was like running up against a wall, and he started floating in the air, and I'm like, what
the Mantis! I saw videos of the Mantis trying to climb boss.
That's funny.
Nice.
It's like, what the fuck, man? They said they're gonna fix that. The specialist, I see why you can have more than one.
Well, Chaos I was telling Anthony, is the mode I will be playing at
I'll be playing 2, and that's only 2. But
who were your favorites?
I like playing as my 3 favorite is Recon.
Yeah, one of mine too.
Okay, which throws out the spawn
it's the guy that throws the little like radar
the scan dart thing.
Yeah, the scan
and then like has the advanced UAV pretty much fucking because it shows everyone on your team.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to like the Vision Pulse from Black Ops 3.
Yeah,
but better
but for everyone now. Yeah,
way better.
Crash, I love him. He's the guy that heals the team.
Oh,
and
yes,
has the like ammo packs.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to use them,
you're a Siege player, so you know how to use them. Most Call of Duty players are not going to know how to use them.
I hope they don't nerf him. I love him. Torque. That guy with the riot shield that you play him down.
His abilities are ridiculous.
The microwave. Oh, dude, I love camping with him. And people get so pissed. It's
What's
hilarious.
What's his R1?
He has
the little razor wire.
The razor wire, but it's actually good. Unlike Siege, just slows you down. In this game, it actually does damage to people. So it's like it actually has a use,
Can you shoot enemies razor wire?
Yes. That's how you destroy it. You gotta shoot it.
Maybe
which, I mean, to be fair, it takes way too much damage.
Yeah, that's
for what it is,
like.
which is kind of dumb.
Hit markers, but I'm like, why isn't it breaking?
The Tempest sucks in this game. I'm just gonna say that.
That's with the railgun, right?
Yeah, the electronic fucking like rifle.
Yeah,
you gotta hit people so many times to kill them. It's not even funny.
Yeah, the what's the grenade launcher one?
War Machine.
It's called the character.
War Machine. Yeah,
battery.
Is that battery?
I forgot. Battery,
Battery, yeah.
She has pink hair now.
That one's actually real good too. I like that.
Yeah, that one's good. My favorite.
The grenade is OP as hell though.
Yeah, my favorite right now is what was his name? I can't remember his name. Ajax. I like the 9-bang. It makes the game a little more tactical for me. And I really
like the one that throws out the little robot guy with the 2 wheels, and he like just runs up to you and like shoots at you. You know,
you should
just
play
Tempest.
Siege.
I hated that, dude.
You should just play Siege with us.
Yeah, that's Tempest.
That
thing is OP as hell.
Shocks people too. Who's the guy in Siege that has the shock robot?
Shocker.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Nice. I never used him. That's why I didn't remember the name.
It's actually Shocker, I think. So.
But yeah, I like Ajax has the riot shield with the auto pistol that can shoot through the window. So I really liked him. I like that it kind of gives me like a.
Oh.
Good.
A couple more things that I didn't like. The spawn system sucks.
Yeah, spawning it's dumb.
It doesn't really make sense.
It's kind of pointless because you just hit auto spawn anyways.
I mean, this is the point of the beta, like the demo or whatever I call it. Like I say, it's demo because
that's a fair point.
Because they're just tweaking a couple things. They're not going to change a lot.
I mean, at this point, it's
like,
not
this
either
is
words.
help.
I would call it just early access. You know?
True, I guess, yeah.
Because
it's another way you could call it.
What's different about now than when the game comes out? You know, they're still going.
It's just minor tweaks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, besides being free.
That's why I hate when they call it beta because they're not going to change much other than small little things.
Marketing.
That's why I really liked when Titanfall 2 called it a multiplayer tech test. It's like, okay, that's being more honest.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what this is.
It's a lot more
we're
words. We're
gonna see that changing.
But yeah, back to the spawn thing. I feel because right now there's a new mode. So on weekend 2, there's a new mode that wasn't in weekend 1 that they haven't announced yet, and I feel that
they said it's new, right?
Yeah, I will be sticking to TDM.
They tweeted out it's an unannounced mode. It's a new mode. So I'm not sure.
Control, the new mode, Control sucks in my opinion. I hated it.
We had a bad experience with it.
True.
I am just going to be sticking.
Cool.
All I play is TDM and Call of Duty anyway, so that's all I'm going to play.
A domination. Yeah, I was doing a capture mosh pit.
I don't mind domination. That's like that is like the one mode I don't mind.
It suck in this game right now because of the spawns. Because you had two.
Well, there was the bunny hopping guy that kept going over the bridge while we were trying to capture.
It wasn't. I'm just saying overall because I played a lot more than you in that mode. But you control C and B, and you're trying to have A like. For them to spawn over there, and for whatever reason they started spawning behind you. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, I feel like I was seeing that a little as well. But yeah, we'll have to see what they add in weekend 2. Overall,
I did hit the max level though, 34.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Oh, dude,
I just stopped playing. I would have hit it. I think I was like a 19 or a 20. I would have hit it.
It's gonna go up to 40 for next weekend.
Now, do we have to start over this weekend, or are we still keep?
No, you're gonna keep it.
Yeah,
you're gonna keep it. Okay, fine.
They did the same thing with World War II.
So this past weekend was PlayStation exclusive, correct?
Yes.
This weekend is for everyone.
This is the first time
for everyone.
Oh, and also I hope this is going to happen. It happened last time, but whenever the beta comes to PC, there's always zombie data still in it, and the data miners get it and they leak it and it ruins the whole zombie community. Yeah, so
it's going to be great.
That's going to be a bummer.
Just add filters to your Twitter and shit.
Oh, and then PSA, if you do have the beta, keep it downloaded because in September it will turn into the blackout beta. So, I mean, it's just a couple weeks.
Which better explain why this fucking beta is 32 gigabytes.
Yes, it's a big beta.
True. I did ask why was it that fucking big as the whole game.
Yeah, so final thoughts on week 1 beta. Like it, hate it, medium, like lukewarm on it. What do you guys think? I'm
better than expected.
Lukewarm to like it. I'm in between like it and lukewarm on it.
I'm right in the middle. I still gotta. I want to see the changes they're gonna make for me to say.
Okay.
I'll probably make a video about it.
First impressions are your first you specifically are your first impressions better than your first impressions of World War II?
Oh, hands down, dude. I hated World War II.
You really hated it. So.
I hated it at the beginning.
So you're much more confident in this game at launch than World War II at launch.
Oh yes, okay. Yes, for sure. Like I told you guys, I hated that, and every time they started changing a couple things, I started liking it more and more until I told you guys like, hey, the game's great.
Now it's great.
Like. You started playing it and you liked it, but yeah, like this is a lot better than World War II, whatever the fuck that was.
Black Operations, the 4th. But yeah, it's not time to play that. It's definitely not time to play that.
Actually
by the time that you're listening to, probably.
we mentioned several times that we're playing right now. But whatever, it is time for the Islander Report.
There'll be some news.
There are 12 new items this week that we may or may not talk about. Ooh, that was a new thing I had to read.
Ooh, I like that. Who added that, Miguel?
Captain's Count.
That was good. All right, first up from IGN by Adam Bankhurst. Quick shout out. We're going to take a quick aside. Adam Bankhurst, actually a really nice dude I got to meet at E3 on the Smash Bros. Line. First appointment I had on the first day of E3. The guy was behind me, just started chatting him up. I'm like, oh, what do you do? He's like, oh, I freelance at IGN. I just started writing a couple articles. I'm like, oh, well, that's awesome. Like, he's the classic kind of funny fan, wants to get into game journal, like, been following Podcast Beyond, all that. And it was really cool that I saw his name in the doc today that Miguel posted. And now, since we're bringing up IGN, let's talk about quickly their Dead Cells review fiasco. Pretty much to summarize it, I'm sure if you're listening, you know what happened. Philip Mewson did a Dead Cells review for Nintendo Switch. Turns out it pretty much was a complete copy of a YouTube
it was
video
95%.
The start of the review was a bit different, and then once you got to about like 30 seconds in, he starts directly copying. He changes a couple words, but it's almost a direct copy of
the way everything.
What was the YouTuber's name?
Copying from Boomstick Gaming.
Boomstick Gaming. I just want to make sure we give him the credit as well.
Yeah, I mean, well, shout out to those guys. They went up quadruple in subscribers and views. I think they got interviewed by Forbes. This is a huge story. Because, talk about all the hate against IGN and stuff. It really kind of seems like unwarranted and just kind of hating on the popular guy. But now definitely with an example of plagiarism, it definitely will give people to reason to hate on it, kind of.
It feeds the trolls.
Yeah, but just quickly to wrap it, to link it back to why I brought up Adam, that Philip definitely fucked up here, but there are great guys at IGN. It's definitely not the entire website is terrible and a bunch of plagiaristic hacks.
Of course, I think anyone that says that either doesn't really believe it and they just want to be a troll, or they're just ignorant. Anyone that thinks all of IGN is paid off or all of IGN steals, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But just want to bring that up. But let's discuss about the review.
I want to just keep it real quick too about it. I'll say something about it. He's pretty, I think, overall done in the industry. He messed up, and it seemed like it wasn't the first time. There was a tweet from Jason Schreier that I don't know. One of you two guys posted it.
I think it was Jeff sent it to us.
Yeah, and
he did a similar thing with the FIFA.
Similar thing with FIFA 18, right? Last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, man, come on, man. You got that job, however you got there, and how are you still doing it? How are you still? I mean, come on.
How is he getting away? See, the thing to me is just the balls on him to think you work for IGN, one of the biggest gaming reviewing websites, kind of there is.
To think that Boomstick Gaming, the guy running that channel, wouldn't watch IG. The first thing after I wrote my God of War review before
was to see if other people's lined up with you.
Was straight up, yeah. No, it was let's see what other people thought, and let's see, I went to the IGN, I went to the Giant Bomb, whatever, all those. So I don't know how Philip thought he was going to get away with this, which, I mean, yeah.
Well, like I had said, it was almost like he changed the beginning enough to, lure him off the scent, and then, later on started totally stealing everything. So, I don't know. It was very disturbing that it's someone would be either that ignorant or that just plain stupid. It's plagiarism, so I'm going to say it's stupid of him to do that. And I don't want to really make an ad hominem attack on Philip.
No.
But the act of, what he did was fucking dumb. Yeah. And, I don't know. I think that it was very humbling to see Boomstick Gaming say, I hope he doesn't lose his job.
How they handled that was so... I mean,
he was... I think it's just one guy. I don't even think it's a group. I think it's one guy. He was super classy with it. He even straight up said, I hope he still has his job. And...
he just pretty much wanted credit.
He really kind of was just going... Because even the original video that he posted, because I think it was a Reddit thread originally, but then, the video he posted, it was kind of genuinely just hey, what do I do? It wasn't calling for... It wasn't hey, IGN stole this. It's hey, can someone help me?
I mean, if you go back on his Twitter, his first tweet about the whole thing after he posted his review was at no taxation. Hey, Colin, IGN just copied most of my review. I wonder if there's any way I could what systems do I go around for this?
Any recourse?
I wonder if Colin texted someone in IGN or contacted someone in IGN.
No, I mean,
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
I doubt it.
Yeah, no. I saw the second. But yeah, that's that story, Philip. And to everyone, don't copy other people's work.
And it's so fascinating that like Philip was the host of NVC, which is one of
I
IGN's
listened to
biggest
him.
podcasts.
I listened to this week's NBC right after this thing, just like in like some weird.
It's like it's one of the biggest podcasts, and like now like I don't know, just very peculiar situation.
Either way, Adam's story is pretty much BioWare is not done making Dragon Age and Mass Effect games. Casey Hudson, general manager, assured fans that, you know, we have secret teams working and secret stuff in the rafters, but
prototypes and stuff like that, probably.
Yeah, probably working on next generation stuff. Cool. Good
I
to
do
see them
hope
still working on games besides Anthem, I guess.
I do hope that they actually make another Mass Effect. Because I know I didn't play the first 3, but I played the new one, and I enjoyed the gameplay. I really enjoyed it. Like I would like to go back and play the first 3, but I know the gameplay is not gonna be what I enjoy from the new one, so I'm like I'm not gonna even jump. But I hope they do.
Yeah, we'll
go
see.
back later on.
I would not be surprised if they make another Mass Effect.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with those series. Also, as I mentioned earlier, EVO was this week, so we got a bunch of fighting game news. Season 2 of the Tekken 7 Season Pass will include Negan from AMC's The Walking Dead, and this is based on the Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, that's kind of whack.
I
saw that and I thought it was funny.
I thought it was a joke.
I wanted to see gameplay. I wanted to see gameplay right away, but I'm like, because I thought it was fake. I'm like, all right, no way. But then I'll take the announcement, the official announcement, as real. Negan. Is this the first time we're getting a TV show character? I guess it's a fighting game character. Really?
Well, it's off the likeness of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, though.
Yes, that's what's interesting. Next up, TV show character. Frieza's older brother, Cooler, will be coming to Dragon Ball Fighter Z sometime in the future. They didn't really give a date, but
I completely forgot about Cooler. That's so funny.
You haven't seen the 2 spin-off non-canon movies, Cooler's Revenge and I forgot the other Cooler one.
Wait, those are real?
Yeah.
That's fine. I thought you were bullshitting.
No.
That's hilarious.
Well, you're actually probably thinking of King Cold, their father. But if you want to get some, it's everyone. All the Saiyans names are vegetables, and all the.
Is there like a Fritz? Someone called Fritz?
I mean Frieza. Yeah, it's pretty close. And if you want to get some Dragon Ball Fighter Z DLC right now, base Vegeta and base Goku are available. G and Sagat are joining Street Fighter V's roster. $6 a piece are part of the season pass. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sure is ultimate. We got so many announcements today. Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, Chrome, Dr. Samus.
Dr. Samus.
Crom?
Crom.
I know, I miss that. Dr. Samus is in it. Crazy. I don't know how she got her PhD.
Yeah.
Messing up all names. And King K. Cruel. King K. Rule. All right, if I could, I'm surprised I didn't fuck up the Belmont ones.
I can't believe King K. Rule is real. I cannot believe that they are putting King K. Rule in this game.
I have poured over in like 2000 must have been right before Brawl, so 2008, early 2008, of all these like fake dream rosters, and they always included Ridley, Simon Belmont, and King K. Rule. And now they're in it. Now they're actually here. Like the fucking dream roster.
Now
is
all
real.
we fucking need is Waluigi, which we'll never get. God damn it, Sakurai.
And along with 100+ stages, a butt ton of assist trophies, including Knuckles, Zero, the monster from Monster Hunter. What the fuck's that guy's name? Rathalos?
Rathalos, I think. Yeah. And Alucard as well. Which I was really hoping Alucard would be playable, but he's not.
Yeah. You got 2 Belmonts, man.
Maybe in Smash Bros. Well, that's a fucking Echo character. Yeah. There we go. Richter, yeah. But hopefully in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Definitive, we'll get Alucard.
8. And then shout out to Shovel Knight as well, being an assist trophy. That is just, ooh.
Salt in the wound. It's like, just give us playable Shovel Knight. What the fuck? What is cool? What's a cool, like, weird new feature for Smash Bros. Ultimate is there's over 800 music tracks, and then including menu music and all that stuff, it's actually like 900 sound tracks. Individual tracks. And you're able to listen to it with headphones in and turn the screen off, so it's like almost like turning your Switch into like an MP3 player, like back like when you used to play with when you used to listen to music on like the PSP and stuff. So that's pretty weird but awesome kind of feature. So I don't know when I would use it, but it's cool. I like it.
I mean, shout out the Nintendo DS had that feature as well. Not the DS, the DSi and the 3DS had that. You could close it and pop it in and listen to MP3.
You know what could also do that? It was the Game Boy Advance SP because it didn't actually know that it was closed, so it just kept playing music.
True.
I used to actually, speaking of King K. Rool, I actually literally used to do that with my Game Boy Advance SP with Donkey Kong Country 1. I used to get to King K. Rool stage. I would press A to like be like, "Are you want to play this level? Yes or no?" And then I would just close the shell and just listen to King K. Rool's theme because it's fucking awesome. It gave me chills hearing this theme today, man. It was awesome.
Lit. Yeah, we're getting long in the tooth on this one. Next up, both the full release and beta of Fallout 76 will be available only via Bethesda.net, meaning it will not be coming to Steam. I mean, this is kind of getting out of hand. I have Battle.net for my Hearthstone and Overwatch. I have Epic Launcher for Fortnite.
So this isn't the first time there was an issue with Bethesda and Steam because there's a couple examples actually that I can bring up. Recently, I was looking into getting because Elder Scrolls Online is on sale for like $10 right now. So I was thinking about getting it for me and Tay because she likes Skyrim, but she doesn't really play it by herself. But it might be cool for us to kind of play together because we've been looking for something to play together other than Fortnite. And apparently, I will if I get it, I will end up getting it for PS4. But I was considering getting it for Steam, and apparently, the Steam version of ESO has a lot of login issues and a lot of connection issues that it doesn't have if you get it directly from Bethesda's website and don't link it to Steam. So that's one. And the other issue with Steam and Bethesda is Todd Howard apparently just totally delisted the original SKU of Skyrim on Steam. So you can only buy the Skyrim Special Edition on Steam unless you find, like, it's an unlisted link you have to find because apparently the original version of Skyrim actually allows for there's something to do with the mods and stuff, and apparently Todd Howard was trying to hide it. So it's just weird that Bethesda doesn't really play well with Steam.
But Bethesda doesn't have their own launcher, right? You would have to now have each game
you
has
just
an
download
individual launcher. I don't like that.
Each game has a launcher like MMO style, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's how it's going to be.
Even Fallout 4, when I go to launch that on Steam, it like pops up a little like launcher window. It's not like a launcher, but it's like a little window, and it's like click to play.
And then the beta is going to be the full game, pretty much, and any progress made in that will carry over to the launch version. Next up, last week EA was under fire for scrubbing a mention of former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick in a song featured in NFL 19. The song Big Bank by YG features the lyric, "You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick." That line doesn't really rhyme. Is it?
Well, you don't know how it sounds in
That's what I was thinking, but I mean, like, just that standalone.
Because it could have been the line before.
This is just a line. It makes sense when you listen to the song.
Yeah, you can't take that out of context.
And then, like, a couple days after, 2 days after, they pretty much came out and said, "Yo, our bad. We made an unfortunate mistake with our Madden NFL soundtrack. Members," I love this part. Members of our team misunderstood the fact that while we don't have rights to include Colin Kaepernick in the game, this doesn't affect soundtracks. We messed up, and the edit should never have happened." I mean, how is this organization? Like, someone had to give the dude the task to take it out. Like, did that guy?
Well, yeah, because they're saying, and
someone in the NFL,
whether you believe him or not, but someone quote unquote misunderstood and thought that they weren't allowed to use his name because of the license, because they don't have the license to make a character model of him, like a likeness of him. I don't know. This is kind of. I don't see the problem with this specific topic is that I don't want to go too extreme on it and be like, yeah, fuck the NFL and they're against the kneeling and stuff.
Yeah,
that is a whole other kind of onion to peel. You know, this is an isolated thing. Maybe it was someone specifically kind of targeting this one thing that happened, but the person that actually did the effort of, censoring it, maybe they were told, we don't have the license for it, but the person that told them to do it, maybe they actually had a vendetta against the Kaepernick. I don't know. We'll never know.
We don't know. Seems like a total miscommunication.
It could be a total accident. It could be intentional, and they got caught. Yeah. It could be one or the other. But yeah, the NFL,
the funny thing is the one that caught it was the actual artist, Big Sean, one of them. He's the one that tweeted about it.
Right, because he's featured on it. Yeah.
Like, he plays the game, and he started listening, I guess, to the track.
Yeah.
Because of EA Access, and he's like, wait, what?
The NFL and EA both, they just have fucking messes on their hands every other day. It's insane.
But I appreciate how they said this. They're like, our bad, we fixed it right away. And following the trend of owning up to your shit, PUBG Corp is going to tackle all of PUBG's issues head-on and directly under this new campaign, Fix PUBG. You can head over to fix.pubg.com for extremely detailed, optimization based on server performance profiling. That's going to be worked on for the next 3 months. In September, they're working on this specific thing and that specific thing.
Is this for the
PC version?
PC version?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
fuck the Xbox version.
Exactly.
That thing's a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
No. Time out. I'm looking right here. It is also for the Xbox, but there's just a separate
It's still
Xbox
garbage.
tab for it.
Yeah, the Xbox version is borked.
So they're working on it. Cool that they're because they said fix PUBGs are saying we hear a lot and we're gonna fix PUBG, because I mean I think all of us have said that on the show last year. The game's a little broken, fix it. Octopath Traveler, the Nintendo Switch exclusive JRPG from Square Enix, has shipped over 1 million units worldwide, including digital sales and downloads.
That's fucking awesome. That's literally almost a 20th of all Switch owners. 1 in every 20 Switch owners bought Octopath Traveler. That's awesome.
A good stat. I mean, unless everyone just bought 2, and then it's 1 in every 40. Next up, announced during Gen Con 2018, fun fact, the oldest gaming convention in America. An official Horizon Zero Dawn board game is in the works. It is being developed by Steamforged Games, the same studio that made the Dark Souls board game. Never played the Dark Souls one. Heard mixed reviews from board game fans of mine. So
I heard it's well made, but whether or not it plays well, I'm not sure. But this is cool. I would see if Tay was interested in it because she loved Horizon so much, but it's probably going to be expensive. So
no doubt, it will have cool miniature figurines to play with. God of War New Game Plus is finally coming on August 20th. Will include a new rarity level for your equipment. All your stuff will carry over. Harder enemies. And the blog post said new customization options. I'm not sure if that was talking about the rarity level. I don't know why.
I think it's the gems that you put in it. I don't think it's
that's what
I don't think it's looks.
It was a separate bullet point, but I'm wondering what those new customization options are.
Yeah, I thought it had to do with the gems that you slot in. But I don't quote me, but that's what I thought I read.
But yeah, that's cool. Jump back in. I like how it carries over everything. It's not like one of those only your level carries over only half the stuff. So God of War, more reason to play. I'm definitely in. Henry Cavill has told IGN that he'd be interested in the role of Geralt from the Witcher series in Netflix's forthcoming adaptation of the game.
So this is kind of a non-story. This is I don't remember who it was. Was it Daniel Krupa? It was I think it was one of the UK IGN team guys. And he just kind of casually was like, "What are you playing?" And Henry Cavill was like, "I'm playing Witcher 3 again. I beat it all the way through."
I didn't know he was a gamer. That's cool.
And the guy, I'm pretty sure it was Krupa, but it's someone on the UK team. They're all great. The IGN UK team is fantastic. But I think they casually were just like, "Oh, well, would you ever want to play Geralt in the Netflix series coming up?" And he's like, "Yeah, I would love that." It wasn't like Henry Cavill was hunting people down to say, "Please give me this role." You know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird story/non-story that I'm seeing all these crazy Facebook groups and articles and all these random gaming websites being like, Henry Cavill wants to be Geralt. It's I mean,
it's one of those things remember Donald Glover wants to be Spider-Man or like that campaign, and then he was in. I don't know. It's fun media news.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's people are. It's
yeah. He's not good. He's not actually going to be. But last up in Fortnite news, tell me what we have, Miguel.
All right, quick story. You guys know how I hate the building, right? Mechanic.
Yep.
Heard it once or twice.
What's that?
I heard you say that once or twice.
Just a couple times, here and there. You guys know that people can use their mouse and keyboard on the PS4 or on the Xbox, right?
Correct, Amundo.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's honestly, in everyone's opinion, I think, an unfair advantage, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So what their Epic is saying? Sure. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a huge difference.
I'm just kind of
pretty
saying
much what they're looking to is I don't know how would they be able to tell if they're using a PC mouse and keyboard.
But it's supported natively though.
Yeah, that's what I'm because they said
have
they're
the
trying
built into the game.
They're trying to matchmake people that have mice and keyboard
on
PC on separate servers, because they said it is unfair and they know that.
So pretty much cool that they're working on that. Then that's cool. They didn't have to do any of that. That's cool.
Oh no, they didn't. But would they know? Does
there's got to be some kind of metric.
PS4, right? It has to.
Got to be some kind of metric they can look at.
Is that the news story?
Yeah, that's pretty much. It's a quick little story that I saw that I just wanted to mention because
Nice.
I seen that
Good.
on Fortnite, and it sucks when I could tell really quick when someone's playing with a mouse and keyboard,
Yeah.
especially when they're building.
I play on Switch,
annoying.
so don't gotta worry about it.
Not yet.
What tier are you at? Let me go.
I played yesterday night when I was doing the dock for like an hour and a half, and I cleared pretty much all the challenges that I had for the week.
I have 3 left for the week. One of them it's still locked out because it's like you need to use the shopping cart or the golf cart, and I think it's still turned off. So that's one of the ones
I played it yesterday and I did 2 of them, so I just need 3 more. That's the only one.
Oh, they enabled them again?
They're back.
Oh,
yeah,
because I haven't played in a couple of days. So.
Yeah, I'm at 66, I think.
Nice. I think I'm around there too. I think I'm like almost 70.
And I'm just playing to complete the challenge. I'm not even playing that much.
Yeah, I don't really play to win anymore either. I play just to get the challenges.
I'm done.
I play for the battle pass. I don't really play to win. Like if I am in position to win towards the end of a match, I'll do it. But
yesterday I got at 2nd place without me not building at all. I was just running around. I was like, fuck the building.
Tay got a nice solo win over the weekend. It's good.
Nice.
It is not time
There you
to
go.
win Fortnite solo matches.
I mean, it could be.
Because now it's time to let you know what new
Switch,
games
it's
you
time to
can
play
go
anything,
play
anywhere.
right now, because it's the weekend playlist. Here are the new releases for the past week, August 7th through August 10th.
For the week.
For this week, yeah, actually, I should say. So shouts out, Justin Massagal actually is taking over the drop. No more Ryan Clements. We bid you farewell. First up, Dead Cells, PS4 digital. Defenders of Ekron, the Definitive Edition, PS4 digital. The Dreamlands, Aisling's Quest, PS4, PS Vita digital. Ugh. Nice. That noise is pretty much what the picture is. Electronauts, PSVR digital.
Looks interesting.
Flipping Death, PS4 digital. Madden NFL 19, PS4 digital.
Featuring your
retail.
boy AB84. Black and yellow, let's get it.
Oh, yeah, this is your team.
In my first game, the Bears beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. In my first game, just saying.
Oh, it's a good thing that it is a video game.
Overcooked
Fucking
2,
creamed them,
PS4 digital retail. Oh, that's interesting. They put the name of the PSN store in this. Poop Slinger, PS4 digital.
Oh, fuck.
This game looks fucking awful.
I can't wait till the PSN just posts a game. Piece of shit game.
Oh, wait.
Semicolon,
Overcooked
don't
is out
buy,
already?
dash definitive edition.
Huh.
Colon,
I thought it was
the
coming
game.
out Friday. Is Overcooked coming Friday or it came out already?
Overcooked is already out right now. You could purchase it. You
Really?
can play it this second.
There is online multiplayer, so
Yes,
us
it
here
is.
at PS Best Friends, we're thinking about getting it and doing a Let's Play, but you know how reliable we are with that type of stuff.
It's on my GameCube, that's for sure. On Gameplay. Slamland, PS4 digital.
What the fuck is this?
Dunk your friends to amaze a giant blue man in Slamland, a magnificent 4-player couch competitive party game by Bread Machine. This is a great week for couch co-op games.
That looks like someone took a lot of LSD and made a really shitty Flash game.
It has like an Adult Swim art style. I like it. Tetris Escape, PS4, PS Vita, digital. Cross-buy, hey.
Ayo.
Oh, wow. Shouts out. Ooh, We Happy Few. PS4 digital retail out 8/10.
I wonder how fucking borked it's going to be at launch because the early access on Xbox was poop.
Well, no, yeah, but I feel like they changed. It's like a
Hope
game
so.
pretty much.
Hope
It has
so.
a story now.
Wasn't really into it. My friend has it on Xbox. I'm sure he will tell me what he thinks of it.
Well, double shouts out. Reason to pick up that headset again, or the PSVR. Free We Happy Few, side mode, VR experience game. Free download. You don't need to own the game at all. I downloaded it. I didn't get a chance to check it out yet, though, but the trailer looked cool. I recommend it if you have PSVR and you're looking for something to play. And then last but not least, of course not least, because this game
definitely
is the best
least.
game
What the fuck?
Word Search by Paugi.
I mean,
PS4,
Is the
PS3.
name.
Hey,
That's the full name.
Hey, Sony, if you need someone to take care of this, taking out all the garbage, let me know. Got my Twitter.
Hey, listen, it's a word search game on Vita.
Angel Alvarez 10.
If it's more than $3,
Let me know.
Miguel gets that hypothetical job and now starts playing all the shitty games and is in love with all of them.
I wonder if this word search game. I
And
wonder
just
if this
promote
word search
everything.
game has a platinum on Vita.
It probably does.
I'm
And it probably
gonna
is easy as
check
hell.
I'm gonna check real quick.
It's
Let's
probably
check.
complete 3 puzzles or whatever.
Oh yeah,
You got the platinum.
I hate
Let's
that. They
see.
had the story a
Word search
weeks
by
ago,
Pogi Trophies Exophase.
I'm not gonna talk too much shit because I gotten a couple of
Let's
those.
see.
easy
It does
trophies.
have a platinum. Howl to the Chief, collect all trophies. So, okay, so I'll run through a couple of the trophies real quick. Solve your first puzzle. Highlight a word backwards. Solve every puzzle in Animal Kingdom. Solve every puzzle in full color. Solve every puzzle in a bunch of other stuff. This looks like an hour-long platinum. Yeah. I wonder how much this game is.
There are quicker platinums, and I mean...
Yes, they are.
That's another topic for another day. Next up, what do we got?
So it is time for CQC, taught to us by the boss herself. That's a Metal Gear Solid 3 reference. It is Community Question Corner. So you can write into us any questions or comments or anything you want us to read on the show at facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends, or you can hit us up on Twitter at PSBF Podcast. This week we have two things to talk about. First comes from Nathaniel Hicks, Patreon backer, and general good guy, always hanging out and talking to us. He does a show with me that is not PS Best Friends. He says, I'm expecting a decent Black Ops 4 discussion, but after watching Drifter's complaint video, that's a YouTuber, what are some issues that could totally ruin / break this game for the major community? For context, one of the most damning is the flinching in the game literally darkens your screen for several frames rather than a sudden movement. I didn't really notice what he's talking about, but
I did notice it when I was editing the video that I put up.
Okay.
And if you see the video too of Drifters, he's pretty much he shows you what's happening. There is no flinch in the game, so you're not technically flinching. What's happened is your screen, instead of like before, your screen turned like reddish. It turns black and it like narrows your
it's like tunnel vision almost.
Your view, yeah.
I think I saw a little bit of that. I didn't fully.
Like if you
I don't
pay
really
attention
remember
to it,
yeah.
yes.
For context, I haven't seen
know,
Drifter's video, but yeah.
So
I did saw it, and you were really able to tell it.
Okay, what are your main
complaints
with Black Ops 4 so far? Name one each. What's your one major complaint for each of you? So far, because it is still first beta.
No major complaint, but in spirit of Nathaniel's question, what could break it? I saw it slightly, maybe, because this kind of did break Destiny Crucible for me. The straight up TTK, time to kill. Right now it's good. Right now the health is, in my opinion, is good. If it goes a little, because the biggest, whenever I'm shooting guys with the body armor, it's like, ooh, you should have had a little less health on that one in that firefight. If that increases at all or gets longer, the time to kill.
You got the AP.
I think that could break it for me. That would.
See, I thought time to kill was a little inconsistent. I thought sometimes I'm drilling people.
I can tell you why.
Well, because half the people have the body armor on.
No, I can tell you why.
What?
Because there's a combination of because usually Call of Duty games, there's a hit detection system, right? So every time you shoot, wherever distance you are, it's gonna like hit those pixels. Now they're at a certain point, it's gonna stop that, and it's gonna go into like a drop system. So you gotta start letting you shots if they're far enough, and they're doing that because of the blackout mode. So if they're kind of far away, you're gonna take extra more shots than usual, and you gotta start leaning your shots, or you gotta start aiming a little bit higher because there is bullet drop. Okay. Which is weird, and you gotta get used to it.
I was talking more mid to close range. I still was finding time to kill inconsistent, but I'll look out specifically for that.
You can check that out, but I did notice that too.
Yeah,
I'll
pay attention to it this coming weekend, I think.
Like, they feel inconsistent, and I'm not blaming the battle. What the fuck is it called? The armor thingy. I forgot.
Oh, body armor?
Yeah, that thing. There we go. Because in most of my guns, I had AP rounds, because it's a must. That is a must now.
And quick thing, shotguns do a little less damage than I wanted. I'm a shotgun guy.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna say.
The
I'm gonna tell
shotgun
you.
does less damage.
Secondary.
The secondary does less damage than it should.
It's a two-shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, but if you level it up and you attach, there's an attachment that you could just drop people with one hit. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what it is, because then everyone's gonna start using it. But there is something that you could.
Well, give it to our listeners. Give it to the PS Best Friend listeners. What's the top?
I forgot. It's choke.
Tricks.
It's called choke rifler. So it's pretty much like the advanced rifler or whatever that make your shots. It's pretty much just the hitbox is smaller, so your bullet, your your bullets just gonna hit your fucking guy instead of just being all spread out.
So throw that choke attachment.
It's gonna be tighter.
Shotgun.
So
you'll be ripping up. Be the best players in Black Ops.
Oh, I love that revolver. The Mosca or whatever the fuck it was called. Love it. But we could move on.
Yeah. Anthony, did you have what would make or break on one quick thing?
I think not having. I think Chaos TDM needs to be a standard mode. Like, it needs to always be there, because
I think it will be.
I'm not really interested in the objective based modes aside from domination, and that's kind of what they're pitching. So to me, what would break my personal experience is if TDM is broken.
In a match pit,
if it's not good. Yeah, if it's not good.
It's here.
For the community, I think that. I don't know. I think it just needs to be balanced well. I think that there's weapon. I think crate drops need to be balanced well. I think World War II did a very good job of crate guns, and I think they need to make sure that they keep up with that as well.
Two things, really quick. Two things: the spawns, which they are gonna address hopefully, because if the spawns are bad in any COD, people are gonna just stop playing it. And score streaks, they need to be powerful.
Yes, agreed.
Probably should have read this question in the beginning of the episode.
But those two pretty much.
And then our second question comes from Jake Jericho, and he says, Red Dead, tell me, any and all thoughts, guessing you will do this anyway, but if not, lay it on some juicy predictions. P.S. Miguel is daddy, LOL.
Nice. I'm loving that.
Yeah, so,
I love that.
Like I said, we're not,
Solid
not showing until tomorrow, so you guys can get predictions.
Let's get some any and all thoughts.
Comment on this.
I'm already starting to see huge ass posters, billboards in New York City. They have a really cool slogan.
They're gonna start.
It's like
just
be an outlaw. Or something. It's like your gang's the tits or something. It was like a 3-word thing. It was really cool.
What was it?
Your gang is cool. Red Dead Redemption.
Your game is tits. Okay, I like it.
But no, I'm expecting. My predictions for this trailer is it's gonna be. Not dull, but like dull in the traditional sense where it's not going to be like
in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, it's going to be
as
and it's going to be your character
walking
slowly through a town and just seeing.
Then he stops walking and then he'll stop hard, and then the camera will pan around,
and you'll
and then he'll start walking slowly again.
Yeah, doing some wacky shit, and it's like you could interact with them. You could
like typical.
And
you can buy them.
I think they're going to go real in-depth into the small details of the world, because that's always where, not Rockstar Games, but Red Dead specifically, always shines. Yeah. They're going to show some amazing landscapes, and I feel like there will be a huge new gameplay thing, whether it's like a cover system, some new innovative snap to cover system, or some like new, I don't know, like gun, like not a gun wheel. But
I was just assuming they would do the same cover system that was in GTA 5, but that's interesting that you said that.
That's 5 years old already, man.
Hopefully it's better than that.
Yeah, have to mix that up.
That system fucking wasn't that good.
Something they show, if they focus on traversal, because that's always a big issue I have with Rockstar games. The jumping square still it's like super awkward, and it's like you do those short jumps and stuff. So I think my predictions is going to focus on the details and hopefully traversal. Miguel.
It is gonna start that they always do this. Like the trailer, it's gonna be like start really slow. The guy's gonna be walking around. You might see the. Do you guys think we're gonna see the hub?
Ooh, good question. Yes.
I'm gonna say
yes.
No.
I'm gonna say no at the beginning of the trailer.
That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
And then it's gonna start doing that.
It's gonna start like a tech demo, and then it'll end with traditional
and then it will
gameplay.
end with gameplay. I was going like probably a mission like that heist that we saw like in that quick trailer they released like what was it, a month ago? Yeah. We're gonna see that. That's my prediction.
I'm
and it's gonna end there
with you. Yep. All right, so
dude, I am hype. I am hype for this fucking game.
Oh my god,
you have no fucking clue.
So
I'm just not. I don't know.
Relax, cowboy.
I'm like the only person on the planet that's not hyped for it. I don't know.
Yeah, because you didn't. I didn't play much of the first one, and it didn't grab.
I gotta go back. I gotta finish my Red Dead 1 for the second time. Of course, I beat Red Dead 1.
I just don't have the time to do that. If I'm gonna replay anything from that era, I'm going to go get through The Last of Us, not Red Dead Redemption. So I know we just reintroduced it last week, but we actually just don't have time this week, unfortunately, for Cocktail Hour. Real quick thoughts, Miguel, on SmackDown and Raw.
You know that I love SmackDown most of the time. That AJ promo, A-okay, bro. AJ and Samoa Joe should be in the main event, but it's not. It's probably gonna be in the fucking first
Roman
couple
Brock.
matches. But we already know that.
Is Roman over?
Raw,
We're chanting, we want Roman, we want Roman.
Is he over if they keep
Well, that was last week. not this
writing
past week.
him up the way that he is, pretty much as like a badass? I
just love that he just every time he
with it.
sees Baron, every time he sees Corbin, he just punches.
I like that.
I
That's
love that.
actually good.
No, I like it.
That's
so,
actually good.
so I'm liking what I'm seeing from both. Raw still is, of course,
I
bloated,
think
but
before I'm saying it right now in the podcast, so we could actually fucking do it, and then, but we are gonna do predictions before SummerSlam, and we're gonna
which
post
is
it up.
next Sunday, not this coming Sunday.
Yes, it
Which
is.
for like the past 6 weeks, I'd be like, SummerSlam's this weekend. No, it's not.
Nope. But I think we will, right?
So next week we'll do predictions
time,
at the end of
we'll
the show.
probably do it.
If Jeffrey has to dip out, we'll still do it
Yeah.
anyway. So SmackDown.
I think I'm getting
SmackDown was
news
great this
right
week, I think.
now. So yesterday, I guess as you're listening to this, there was a Black Ops 4 live stream by Treyarch, and it seems like they're going to be talking about the beta and explaining it.
I
more,
was
so
gonna
that's
mention it, but I thought it was pointless that they were gonna have.
Yeah, let's
one.
just wait until
the
next
next
week's
I
show
thought
to
that
talk
was just
about
I
it.
announced now
hope
with
they
my
talk
Twitter.
about what they're changing.
Okay, cool.
That's what I think it's gonna be, but I didn't mention it because of that, because it's like gonna be pointless if we mention it, and by the time this is out, I mean,
Wasn't sure if that was.
But yeah, by the time this is out, it'll be the second week already. So that's going to wrap the show for this week. Jeffrey, would you like to give the Patreon backer shout-outs?
Shout out
everyone
not
that backs us
for
at-
only backing us, which we greatly appreciate, but for contributing some amazing questions. Jake Malore, Nathaniel Hicks, and Jack Terzi. You guys are awesome. You could stay on Patreon. Don't worry. You don't need to move over to Anchor. It's really more of just wherever people. It's just another option. You know, so if you have an account set up on Patreon, if you have an account set up on Anchor, whatever's easier.
Think of Anchor as like a tip jar, and think of Patreon more as like a direct line of support for us. So if you have some extra cash and you're like, hey, I want to support
Twitch,
these
so you're
guys.
donating or whatever it's called.
Right, exactly. It's like donating
that.
to a tip jar on Twitch. So if you got a couple extra bucks and you're like, hey, I want to support these guys,
It's like
hit us up on
you
Anchor.
hear this episode, and you're like, man, fucking Miguel killed it. I love him. He knows his shit on COD. I'm gonna give him $1. Just pay him right there, real quick.
Oh,
you know
Miguel, you know what I rewatched this week? I rewatched Ready to Rumble. Remember talking about that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of glare coming off of that dome of yours. Squirrel nuts.
It's a bad movie.
I fucking love that movie. Fuck off. So you can hit us up, anchor.fm/psbestfriends if you want to throw us a couple bucks in our tip jar, or if you would like to support us ongoing, which you can also do on Anchor, but it's all your preference. If you're already just on Patreon in general,
Options.
If you're supporting other people on Patreon, you just want it all in one place. You can go to Patreon as well, and that's patreon.com/psbestfriends. This has been PS Best Friends episode 64. For any questions, comments, concerns, you can hit us up on facebook.com/groups/psbestfriends or our Twitter at PSBF Podcast. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Specifically Apple Podcasts, just because it's going to help us get up the charts and that's going to help us get noticed. But really, any podcast app of your choice that you use, we would greatly appreciate a 5-star or maximum star, however they're rating us. It's going to really help us in a bunch of algorithms that will get us noticed more, which will get more people talking in our Facebook group. So that'd be better for everyone. So we would greatly appreciate that. Also, check us out on YouTube. Just type in youtube.com in the search bar, PS Best Friends. Check out Miguel's initial impressions of Black Ops 4, and then I think he might be doing another video this coming weekend
after the second beta ends.
Yeah, and
if you want to see a little bit of a chest of Jeffrey, there you go.
Jeff thinks he's.
I mean, I'm in my freaking underwear. It's getting hot here, man.
I was gonna say Jeff thinks he's the Jewish Jeff Goldblum, but I think Jeff Goldblum is Jewish too. So,
quick shout out, quick anecdote. Today I was in shorts, working at my office. Got a little
Half
marker
naked?
on. Got a little permanent marker on my pants. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want this stain. Quickly go to the bathroom, take my shorts off, try washing it out. Now my whole shorts are in the sink, soaked. I'm standing in the bathroom for 20 minutes in front of the freaking Dyson hand dryer.
What fucking
drying
office
my
do you
shorts
work
off.
at
Yeah.
where you can wear shorts there in the first place, let alone take your shorts off in the bathroom? It's
Luckily,
not like a public bathroom?
It was a single. Yeah, it was a single. But I
was
could
gonna
imagine
say.
people
Sexual
outside the bathroom.
harassment, bro.
So
I
you
can
were just
imagine
standing with your dick out in the middle of a bathroom?
I
with your
wear
wet
underwear.
shorts?
I wear underwear.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh my God.
We thought you were. Okay.
I go to work in
Jeez.
just shorts. My balls hanging out. But that's gonna be it for this week.
Fucking hell! That was your miniature cocktail hour. That was like a little
visualize
nip
me
of like
with
tequila
wet
for the
shorts
week.
in front of a Dyson hand dryer, just holding it there,
God.
which actually surprisingly does
With
a
a boner?
good job at drying.
Oh my
With a
god,
boner,
that
sure.
Dyson guy, man. What's his name? James Dyson.
Johnny D.
Yeah, Tate just got a Dyson dryer that was a lot of money, and
Fucking hate them. Goddamn, put paper towels back in bathrooms. This is ridiculous.
Yes. I
yeah,
agree.
let's waste
It's
more
America.
paper, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, so check us out on YouTube. I want
I'm
to put
okay with that.
I want to put up an impressions video of Dead Cells this weekend as well. It's not gonna be a review, but I definitely want to do that. And then I have a series that I want to do. I always say I want to do stuff, but this one I really am motivated
Hearthstone?
to do. Not Hearthstone. That I will talk about maybe next week because I want to start getting situated with it. I did
Mario
mention it to you
Sunshine.
guys, but you forgot what it was. So,
Mario Odyssey, that's what it was.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna scour New Donk City for all of the worms that are hiding.
Oh,
in
they
the
added
bricks.
worms?
There's these like little tiny worms that you can see poking their heads out of the
No
little holes in the
shit.
bricks.
What
I don't know. I'm just
worms
making.
the first thing that came to you?
I don't know. Because I was thinking like grass. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
I gotta check those worms, son.
Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation Network at Miguel is Daddy. I did change it. Sony hired me,
Called
and
up
the
Shuhei,
first
called up
thing
Shuhei.
I called them, and we did change it to Miguel is that. No, I'm playing. Dark Angel 1010, and at Twitter, I might change it to Miguel is Daddy. I gotta check if that's available. It's at Angel Alvarez 10 with a J. I'm stupid.
I
I
gotta
was
check
young.
if that's taken.
I'm actually gonna check if it's taken or not. I'll probably just change it.
Miguel is Daddy is taken. And they have
Fuck.
363 followers, and they have a Twitter egg for a profile picture.
Twitter is a shit platform.
What about Miguel is Daddy 1010? That's what you should do.
You can find me on PSN Brawl96, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, Mr. Brawl96, and not me, Daddy.
Please, never,
You really
ever,
need to
ever.
stop
I'm
saying
editing
that,
that
bro.
out in post. I'm editing the
You
said
really
that on
need
post.
to stop saying that, bro.
You can find
Where
me
can they find
on you can find me on PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam. The only X188. That's ONE. Then the number's 88. You can also find me on Hearthstone or really any BattleNet client, even though I only play Hearthstone. The only X1 hashtag 1470. Playing a fuck ton of Boomsday, like I said. Yeah, that's gonna do it. This
Here,
is
no, it's not gonna do it.
Here we
Give me
go.
a second
Oh,
before
boy.
you close it up. I'm gonna change my Twitter to Miguel's Daddy 1010 probably, and Jeffrey's gonna change this to Dad Me, not me Daddy.
1010.
every time he fucking posts it, he has to
You
tag
can
me
leave
on
your
it.
display name whatever you want, but your handle needs to be Nut Me Daddy 1010.
That has to.
You have to
fucking
do it now. You have to.
Damn, Nut Me Daddy is suspended. Nut Me Daddy. If you go at twitter.com/Nut Me Daddy, it's a suspended account.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
The forbidden fruit. The forbidden fruit of my.
My fucking god, this
Can
this
have-
podcast is devolving by the second. Yeah, that's gonna do it for episode 64 of PS Best Friends. As you will notice, we are still called PS Best Friends. That's because that is an ongoing conversation that will not be discussed right now. Because
Games are fucking tough.
That
we call it Nut Me
goes
Daddy?
back to
Just
Jeff
call
saying
it-
Twitter is a fucking barren hellscape, where
Any
everything is a
combination
deactivated
of
account,
any word you could think of is already taken Twitter account.
and it's
any
an
combination.
account that has 3 followers.
Yeah, that is 0 followers. Was made in 2008 and hasn't tweeted since.
Yes, that's gonna do it. Episode 64. We will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace.